Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for TAO price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the daily chart here where we have a 1 ABC running flat for a wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, wave 4 given, and then wave 5 toward the upside to finish of course a wave 1 or a wave A. After both case scenarios, we are looking at WXNOY toward the downside where you finished here a zigzag for a wave Y, finishing a W or a wave B or a wave 2 as well, in of course several scenarios which we're gonna explain one by one. If you are in a wave 1 as an impulse, you would like to see of course a wave 2. Now this can be considered of course a wave 2 followed by an impulse toward the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning you still seek of course for a bigger impulse in case you are in a wave 3 towards higher prices, impulsive, and then 4 and a 5 of course to reach higher prices for an ultimate bullish scenario here. The second scenario is a wave A here in the blue, where you have a wave B. Potentially, the wave C can unfold also as an impulse in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Preferable here, of course, an ending diagonal, and that due to the big wave 1, 2 here that we have, especially that the wave 2 almost took the 886 without taking the low 100%, and then, of course, giving us a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal unfolding in this area to take the all-time high as 1-to-1 fib level. The final scenario is of course a bearish short-term scenario where you're still looking for a wave Y here in WX and you're looking for a wave Y. This wave Y can be a bigger zigzag towards the downside. Of course, after finishing 3 waves down here, this will be considered of course as 3 waves, a zigzag towards the upside with an X in between and having of course a zigzag for a wave Y. Very low possibility currently until of course we break this low and we take the 1-to-1, and therefore okay, we can call a wave Y can be finished over there. Currently we are looking at an impulse again toward the upside. Now also there is a possibility that I would like to add it very freshly anew, which is an A, B, C, D, and an E here, which is a triangle possibility of course, where you might see a wave C followed of course after an A, B, and a C toward the upside. So this triangle of course is perfect here, that because it took the 886 from the top and it took the 886 again from the bottom, and this gives us a little bit a potential of a triangle here, A, B, C, D, E, and currently we are very close to finish this wave E in a zigzag potential, or WX and a Y can be corrective, but preferably of course a zigzag, and therefore moving toward the upside again. In case we are impulsive here and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a wave of course 1 for a diagonal, and then you got a wave 2 and you're looking for a wave 3 toward the upside, you would like to see of course an impulse continue towards higher prices for a wave 3, therefore correction, and then wave 5 taking the 1-to-1 fib level around the 900 for TAO here to take of course the 1-to-1 fib level again. So basically I would say that this is an impulse here that we are looking at, and this one also is impulsive. Therefore it reduces the possibility a little bit for a triangle. It gives higher possibility of course for the diagonal that it might unfold toward the upside, or of course in a special case and rare case, you might have of course a massive wave 3 toward the upside, knowing that the wave 2 when it takes the 886 is very rare to unfold a very massive wave 3. It can be higher potential of course for a diagonal. Let's move inside it of course on the 2 hours chart here, where we are looking for the following count to see it much clearer. So as we can see, we have a clear impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished a wave 1 and a wave A. After this, we see a very corrective wave toward the downside. Everything is overlapping, nothing is impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to say that we are very bearish or we are looking to take the low here. We are still, of course, in an ABC potentially finishing wave W. You have WX and a Y for an X again, or it can be even ABC, but higher potential WX and a Y. And therefore continuation toward the downside. Now this can be of course an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing wave A, finishing wave B, looking for a wave C again of course to finish a bigger WX and a Y of course here we go, with 3 waves for each structure for this WXNOI, finishing inside this blue box 0.618, 0.786, which is a perfection for a wave 2 in case we are looking for higher prices in an impulse toward the upside, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 continuation, of course, for higher prices again. And if we take a look exactly inside this area on the micro level here, on the 15-minute chart for the micro level, we can see as well that this can be, of course, a potential impulse toward the upside, but it is followed back with an impulse towards the downside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning you're looking at least here for an A, B, and a C, which it can complete, of course, here a wave 1, 2 as well, rather than just a zigzag. 1, 2 also can be, and then having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, probably to take the low here, of course, and claiming a finished wave Y or a wave 2, as of course recommended on the 2 hours chart. If the price here will take, of course, this low, therefore we have no other option rather transforming this into a WXNOI somehow in a way here internally, where you probably have a WX and a wave Y as a zigzag. But yeah, we're gonna watch this, of course, but basically I would say watch those key levels first. We're gonna see what the price is going to do inside this area, 0.618, 0.786. If the price breaks it and take even, especially later on, the 886, that is, of course, a higher potential scenario that we're gonna move toward the downside, taking the low, probably hitting only the 0.5 and starting the move toward the upside again. Because once taking the low in a 5 waves structure, you have finished already this ABC, which is, of course, can finishing a wave Y, of course, and a wave 2. Wave B potentially as well can be, of course, to unfold a wave 3 toward the upside after it, or a wave C again. So those are the possibilities for TAO. Basically, we are still very bullish, despite the corrective wave that we are looking at toward the downside. I still see, of course, a bullish trend and direction, right? The direction is still for higher. This is your trend, your very perfect and clear trend, while this is all corrective right now, and we're still looking for higher for TAO sooner or later, guys. Let's simply watch those level. If broken, therefore definitely we're gonna move for higher from this area. That was it for TAO. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.